Hey, let's go. Get in here. Get in here right now. Get in here. Hey, we got 30 minutes for the rest of our life. 30 minutes for the rest of our life. That's our bad first half. It ain't happening. We get the ball. I promise you one thing. We're going to hit somebody. We're taking downfield for a touchdown. I guarantee you that. Look at me. Look at me. Let's go. We got 30 minutes. Let's go. For the rest of our lives. Let's go. Let's go. Hey.
Welcome everybody to another episode of DC Sports Daily. Another one. It's been a while. We decided to take a week's vacation, I guess, away from the mics. But we are back and better than ever.
One of us didn't take a complete vacation from the mics. If you missed it, it doesn't really help you now because the slate's pretty much over. But you can go check out Cory on DFS Cash Project. He helped out one of our favorite guests, Brady Gilmore. Always good to hear Cory talk.
Yeah, is it? You don't get sick of it?
Always. I never
A lot of people get sick of it.
Keep talking.
But we got some things to cover since we haven't been here for a week.
The Redskins beat the Raiders.
Yeah, that was big. But that's not really on my mind right now. The Monday night showdown of the Redskins going to Arrowhead, one of the most impressive atmospheres in all of the NFL.
The battle of the inappropriately named football teams.
I actually just touched base on that. Nick called me.
Nick,
your brother.
Yeah, was he recording? Was he recording this? But yeah.
And he called me and he said, "Don't the Redskins have a game tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, between two Native American teams." So, should be interesting.
That is exciting.
If the Redskins win, my mind will change on them this year. But they played a perfect game last week against the Raiders, and I'm afraid what's going to happen tonight because I really don't know how it's going to go. I think the Chiefs are legit, but not completely sure.
Hey, Nick.
What's up?
Hey, welcome to our podcast, the anti-DC Sports Daily podcast.
I'm sorry, I have really bad gas today.
We just wanted to bring you on to defend your podcasts against our anti-DC Sports Daily podcast.
Do it, and I'll make the anti-DC Sports Daily podcast. Don't test me.
Oh, we will test you. We will test you until we're out of tests.
We are better.
That's me making that noise. For all you listeners, that's me making the impressive farting noise.
We are back and better than ever.
What is?
Us. DC
What?
Sports Daily. Anti.
Are you guys touching like hard wiener heads together right now?
Yes.
And Huskers Red Rockets joining in too.
You know, that's one thing. Sam doesn't have a Red Rocket. I think it's because they neutered him when he was the baby. He was literally
that's what happened.
6 weeks old.
Yeah, well, Husker does.
You neutered your adult dog.
I didn't. The shelter did.
Should have told him, no, that's my boy.
Well, they did it before I met Husker.
Should have still told him, no, that's my boy.
Put his balls back on him. And they left his sack there. He's just got that empty sack. So.
You got that free-flowing swinging sack.
Yep. All right, Nick. Well, we're going to get on with serious DC sports talk now. Who's going to win tonight, the Chiefs or the Redskins? The Indians or the Native Americans?
On Indians, you should say the indigenous persons or the Native Americans.
Yes. Which one of those two?
The indigenous persons.
Okay, so perfect. What do you think the score is going to be?
3-0.
3-0 indigenous persons over Native Americans?
Yeah.
All right,
perfect. Who's going to throw for the most touchdowns?
Darryl Green's coming back for tonight's game, I heard.
Uh-huh.
He was our fourth-string quarterback when he was... I got to see him play against the Eagles, actually, one time as quarterback.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Well, if you guys haven't heard the Anti-DC Sports Daily podcast, go check it out because he tells you to check out our podcast. So it's just going to be one cyclical... time is a flat circle. Podcasts are flat circles as well.
Oh, Oh, and I'm not shouting out to Miss Chops anymore. I said that on today's episode because Miss Chops is, who's dog pile shit or whatever the fuck she says.
Dog ass?
She is.
We're complete dog ass.
Dog ass, yeah. Miss Chops is dog ass.
Husker gave me a weird look.
Husker. Oh, he can't hear me, right? You have headphones on?
Oh no, I just have you on speaker going into the microphone.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, thanks for joining, Nick. Love you, brother.
So, 3-0, I think, is far from the right prediction because these are two. Well, it seems the Redskins have a good offense now. Chiefs definitely have a good offense. We know that they can move the ball. They got a ton of weapons.
Yeah, they have that Kareem Hunt.
I still don't know who he is.
Kareem Hunt, Toledo,
And
Workhorse.
Tyreek Hill.
You know what they say every time they talk about him when they talk about his college career. He was the Toledo Workhorse. It's like one of those words that they overuse in football. Workhorse. He's a workhorse.
And a lot of sports, actually. I mean, they say that about starting pitchers, too.
Max Scherzer. Yeah. He's the workhorse.
I mean, he is.
By the way, Steven Strasburg named NL Pitcher of the Month, and Sean Doolittle named NL Reliever of the Month.
Strasburg's going to start game 1, probably.
Yeah, because Scherzer pulled his little hamstring, which is a little stupid injury on the last game of the season, just so I would have a freaking heart attack.
Right.
Anyway, Monday night matchup.
Yikes.
What do we got going on?
I wish I would have just saw that stat because they were talking about our primetime record on Monday nights. We know it's not good.
In the last 10 years, the Redskins are 0-12 on primetime Monday nights.
Yikes.
That's a complete guess, but I think I'm probably pretty close.
Maybe 1-11. The Monday Massacre, bad memory.
That would be categorized as bad.
Michael Vick's last ever.
Yeah, that's English.
Last ever good performance in his career was against us. He threw for like 8,000 yards in one game.
And ran for like 4,000.
Yeah. So, let's, I don't really know. Sunday night primetime, we haven't really been very good at that either.
But we just destroyed
the Raiders. And last year we destroyed the Packers on Sunday night primetime. So maybe we're breaking curses.
I forgot that game was primetime because we were there.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins lit it up then.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins seems to be a Sunday night primetime guy. I don't know if he's actually played in a Monday night.
I gotta say, I'm concerned about Kirk in this game. I mean, for good reason.
I think I'm just concerned.
He had a baby boy born on Friday.
Yeah, but he was locked in. He called in on Friday.
He was FaceTiming Colt McCoy in the meeting while Julie was having contractions.
But I think this is a trap game for us anyway because
it's not a trap game. We're playing the best team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we're playing the only undefeated team left.
We finally feel like we are decent at football again in the D.C. area after last week because, I mean, a lot of people were picking the Raiders to do well this year. And obviously, now we see after 2 weeks removed, the Raiders are not very good.
I don't know.
Terrible yesterday.
Well, they lost Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is going to be gone, so the Raiders.
We did see that their offensive line is not as good as it has been.
Right.
But you could make the same argument that we beat a very good Rams team then, instead of saying that our
big win against.
Good. I mean, Rams are 3-1. Jared Goff is playing football.
He is a football player.
He is hashtag able to play football.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after Brady's funeral for Todd Gurley, he is back from the dead.
We revived him this past week.
I didn't listen.
Yeah, we revived him. We had to bring him back.
Yeah, because literally that dude is fantasy gold right now.
Well, he's the new David Johnson.
Yeah, he's the best option out of the backfield.
Yep.
He's the best option out of the backfield. He can score from anywhere inside the 20.
100 yards rushing and 94 yards receiving.
Yeah, it's almost as good as Chris Thompson.
That's absurd. And
I know Brady's fading Chris Thompson this week. I'm playing him.
So you did listen this past week?
No, I just texted Brady about it. Oh. I am bashing Chris Thompson into the hole.
I told him
I don't care if it's a square peg in a round hole. He's guaranteed 800 points in DraftKings.
Jay Gruden loves that guy. Dude, you know, they call Ryan Grant Ryan Gruden, but I think it's more like Chris Gruden.
No, yeah, here's my thing. Like, Brady and I were having this conversation where he was going, he sent me this link about how Jay said he's still going to try to keep Chris Thompson around 9 touches a game. So he got 14 against the Raiders. But even if he's getting 9 touches, I'd say 6 of those touches are chances to score.
Yeah.
Like, I
didn't
know.
realize how fast. I knew he was elusive, but I didn't realize how breakaway speed he had. Like, all his touchdowns, he just burns people.
Acceleration, because David Amerson did run him down. He had an angle. Amerson had an angle on him.
And thank God Emerson's gone.
Spencer
Yikes.
Long almost caught up to Chris Thompson. That was one of my favorite clips from the Raiders game. Chris Thompson tearing, little tiny Chris Thompson tearing down the sideline after juking out like 5 people. And, oh, you want your shirt on, Husker? No? Okay. Chris Thompson tearing down the sidelines and big fat Spencer Long just hauling ass right next to him and then barely not being able to get there to block Emerson.
Yeah, but linemen are becoming more athletic. They got speed these days.
Yeah, I didn't know Spencer Long was one of those guys, though. I mean, I don't think very much of Spencer Long.
Yeah, me neither.
I like him now, though, because that was all heart and hustle. Good for you, Heart and Hustle Award winner of the week. It's a new award that we're going to give out
It's a baseball award.
every Monday after a week of not talking about the game.
Word, so probably never again.
Yeah, this is the only Heart and Hustle of the season, and it's going to Spencer Long. Can we talk about the defense, though?
Dude, I've been saying this all week. I'm still not sold on the Redskins as a team, but if we have a performance the way we have the past, if we have performances the way we have the past 2 weeks against the Rams and then the Raiders, this team is legit. I'm not going to call them contenders for Super Bowl, but their defense, the way they played last week, which I was thinking Derek Carr was looking like Offensive Player of the Year for the first 2 weeks, first 2 weeks. DJ Swearinger, oh my gosh, I love Chris Cooley.
Dude.
Chris Cooley's breakdowns of DJ Swearinger.
Oh, have you been listening to
No, I just watch him on Redskins Nation or whatever he gets on for one breakdown a week or something like that.
Yeah, dude, listen to, if you want a good podcast, Cooley and Kevin.
Yeah, I know OT loves that too.
Yeah, I started listening at least to the film breakdown part. He breaks it down. But yeah, no, he was all over DJ.
There was one play, the one play that got Marshawn Lynch pretty much to quit last week, where DJ Swearinger was 22 yards deep to be exact, and covered like 40 yards to make a hit and only give Marshawn Lynch a 6-yard carry, and it completely took him out of the game.
Yeah, laid the hammer on him. Did you see the Instagram post that he put up? So when obviously, I don't know if everybody knows what DJ Swearinger's Instagram handle is. You can find him at Jungle Boy Swag. So Jungle Boy Swag hit Marshawn pretty hard on that play, and he decided to put up a video of it on Instagram, and he said #2spoonswag you. I eat Skittles too. I'ma show you how to dance. Better come correct when 36 in that alley, Jack. Oh, he ain't eat enough Skittles, huh? Give that man some Skittles.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So essentially he spoke like, I'm the man and you're not.
And then he
me.
also posted a picture, you guys can't see it, but of him over Amari Cooper cowering on the ground, and he said, #flight marshals, with a bunch of emojis of flying things. He said, this foo, F-O-O, what up, phone?
This is the first time this has ever happened to us.
This foo said he was going for 200 last night. What he say that for? #respect it or check it.
It's funny because a week following, 2 days following that game, Amari Cooper comes out and says, oh, I understand why I can't catch the ball anymore. You were coming in talking shit, so I don't really know where you came up with that. But yeah, he's terrible. You know what's crazy to me is we've had this safety problem forever since Sean Taylor passed, that we just have never found a safety. We sign a safety, and it makes our defense look entirely different. I mean, yes, we got better up front. Yes, we got a better inside linebacker. But to me, it was, I think, kind of DJ Swearinger. Everybody knew he was coming, but I feel like he was kind of like, I don't know, disrespected in a way. Nobody really talked that much about him.
No.
We talked more about like Jonathan Allen and Zach Brown, and DJ Swearinger proved himself in Arizona, and now he's just making a name for himself.
Do you know how old he is?
He's 25, 26.
Yeah. I had no idea. I thought he was like 35.
No, he just came out of college,
yeah.
So that was a steal.
Yeah, South Carolina. Go Cox.
Yep.
Shout out OT.
And he balled out with the Cardinals.
Yeah.